Hello and welcome to the Oliver Show. I am excited. I have a haul for you guys, and as you can see, I'm a little bit off center because over here I'm gonna have video of up close details of each of my items and a little bit about each of them as I get to show you their little details instead of just getting really close to you and putting my face up close to you. So I got through several projects that I've been meaning to finish up. I'm really excited about the finished products and I am so excited to show you. So let's get started. The very first one I've got for you, I call this one Brain Soup. I cannot remember who it was, but someone on TikTok said the words brain soup. I don't even remember the context of the video, but it made me think immediately of those ramen bowls, and so I made brain soup, and you can see it. It is so cute. Originally, the bowl has been done for a year, and it did originally have these huge pink circle crocheted blush, but as I was finishing up the other pieces yesterday and staining, I essentially used really watered down paint to stain each of the pieces with blush. The big circles looked really out of place, and so I went ahead and took those off, and I gave him some new blush. Of course, you can see the brain. I've got like a little radish slice. That's really iconic, I think, in most images that I've seen, is that little radish slice with the swirl of pink in the middle. And then I have some little meat slices that have been grilled a little bit. I have a little boiled egg, some leafage, and some chopsticks. And of course some noodles that everybody's sitting on top of. And I did go around the rim of the brain and around the rim of the inside of the bowl to make it look more like everything is sitting in broth rather than just on top of it, and I'm really proud of it. I'm really excited. All of the components are so very cute. Gonna interject here and say that I am having a Pride sale through tomorrow, the last day of June, the 30th. It is my Pride sale. It is 50% off of my entire Etsy stock, as I had forgotten to do the first half of Pride Month. So today and tomorrow are the last days that everything is 50% off. The things that you see in the video today are also on stock or in stock when I post the video. They will be in stock. If they are not in stock, somebody bought them, and I am eternally grateful. I also have some very exciting news, and that is that I did have my very first sale, and it was the flowers on my dick and bees all around. And I am oh so grateful to the person that bought from me. It means the absolute world to have sold a single piece of my art. I am eternally grateful. Let's get back to what we were doing. Up next, I have this little Impkin. I have had his little sitting body and his face done for months. I believe, period, that he did need the cape. But I have taken several months in making his cape because I did not know what else I wanted to put on him, and I knew that I wanted either horns or ears, so the cape would need some kind of holes. So I did not make it until I had all of his little parts made so that I could make sure the holes were the right size. So he ended up being a bit of a cat dinosaur mixture. I'm not entirely sure what he is, other than being a little adventurer with a mystery key in his little bag. Who knows what it goes to? Maybe that's his little secret. Maybe that's why he's on his adventure, trying to figure out what this key unlocks. He is absolutely adorable. I did decide to go with a purple palette for his little body, and I used the RIP Joanne's, the Joanne's Ace Pride yarn for his cape, because I just thought it would be the perfect color. And then the purple for his bag and around the outside of his cape is the closest color purple that I have to the ace color that is already part of his cape, so I wanted his bag to tie in with that. The ends of his ties for his cape have beads on them, just to make sure that they're extra secure and everything. And he's ready to go off and figure out what this key does, or maybe he already knows. The last big one that I have is Boggart the Frog, Boggart the Toad. He is from a library book that I cannot remember the title of, and I could not find in my history. I don't know why. It's not in my checkout history. It's really weird. But I believe it is a forest of mythical creatures. I'll pick him up so you can see him. So here he is. You can see he's got a little fly on top. It is magnetized. The magnet isn't super strong, but it keeps it on there enough for display. And he also has one in his left hand. Again, also not very strong. I used the Joanne Pride yarn for his bow tie and all of the trim on his clothing. I used an off-white for his coat, a light blue for his pants, and then some more of that off-white for the top part of his pants to help, tie everything in and make his outfit fully go together. He does not have any articulation in his body. He is as he is made, and as he is made is a bit floppy, so he does need a bit of extra support and a little bit of delicate movement. His fly also has a top hat that is made with the same trans pride yarn from Joann's. I'm really excited. I'm obsessed with the giant eyes and the tiny pupils just staring at you so hauntedly. It's really entertaining. So there is Boggart. The last thing I have are a bunch of little Kraken keychains. I had gotten a mystery pack of acrylic yarn from Hobby or Hobby, Hobbi, and I had received a rainbow variegated yarn, and I wanted to see what it would do if I just used the whole skein, and the whole skein made a bunch of fun, very small little krakens that have keychains attached to them. There are several small ones, and I was getting close to the end of the skein, and I was going to have a weird number that I didn't want or have a bunch of yarn left over, so I upped my hook size and I made 2 larger ones that do not have a little hook because I ran out of the actual little hook clasps. So I have 2 larger ones that do not have clasps but are still on keychain rings. These were really fun to make and to see how the yarn color changed throughout making them. They were just really adorable. It's a fun pattern. It's also pretty simple. That one is from A Crochet World of Creepy Cryptids and Creepy Creatures and Cryptids, which I own, by Ricky Gustafson. And that one is one of my favorites. All of these are up on my Etsy. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I had a really fun time showing you guys what I was able to accomplish this week, or not this week, but over the past couple of weeks. I, of course, have many other projects still in the works, and many more in my brain that I am going to start. And I will see you guys in a few weeks. Don't forget to check out my Etsy for the last couple of days of the sale. Snatch up those things that you can while they are on sale before they go back to full price. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.